My son was kidnapped, but just as I was going to pay the ransom,
Change your plan. What? Turn on your TV. Channel 5. Keep watching.
instead, I turned around and headed to the television station. I spread $2 million in ransom money across the table, then announced to the entire city that I would not pay a single cent in ransom. On the contrary, I would use this money as a reward for capturing the kidnappers. That day, I went to attend my son Sean's invention fair. An accident happened unexpectedly. When Sean was playing alone off to the side, I wasn't paying attention for a moment, and my son disappeared from my sight. Even after the fair ended, there was still no sign of my son. After returning home, my wife thought our son was angry with us, but just then the kidnappers sent an email.
I have your son.
Oh, Jesus!
I want $2 million.
Oh, God!
Hundreds. No consecutive serial numbers. No new bills. No marked bills.
After seeing this, my wife was about to call the police, but I stopped her. I immediately contacted FBI agent Lonnie, who had been investigating me. Soon after, the agents disguised themselves as construction workers and infiltrated my mansion. I had already prepared the ransom money. This was the kidnapper boss. His true identity was a police detective, and he was the one who planned this kidnapping. At this time, the kidnappers called with the transaction location. Jimmy had exceptional counter-surveillance abilities. He used a voice changer to make calls, so even with stalling tactics, the police could hardly trace any leads. Following the kidnappers' demands, I prepared to go personally. The police fitted me with a tracking device. On the kidnapper's side, Jimmy arranged for the Kleiner brothers to bring back the ransom money, but the police underestimated the kidnappers. Following the kidnappers' instructions, I came to the recreation center, put on clothes, and jumped into the pool, cutting off all signals to retrieve the locker key that had been arranged. Then I went to the locker to get the contact phone, changed into the clothes the kidnappers had prepared, and the ransom was repackaged as required. Finally, I drove off in the car the kidnappers had prepared. This way, the police lost contact. They could only screen and select 4 suspicious vehicles that had left the vicinity. Jimmy had been tracking my car the whole time and switched to yet another phone to make the call. Regarding why he chose me, Jimmy told the truth. He knew I was good at using money to solve problems, so he chose to kidnap my son. He hoped that for my son's sake, I would obediently follow his demands. The Kleiner brothers arrived at the designated location shortly before I also arrived at the designated spot. Kleiner took the ransom according to plan, but didn't pick up the child's location. Just at that moment, federal agents surrounded the area. Kleiner immediately floored the gas pedal and I quickly followed behind. During Kleiner's escape, he had to shoot a police officer who was in midair. The police prioritized saving lives and immediately ordered shots fired at Kleiner. The bullet pierced through his body. His brother Clark had to painfully leave him behind. This transaction was a complete failure. I angrily returned and directly confronted Lonnie, but I was no match for Lonnie at all. My wife was even more furious. The two of us held each other tightly. To save our son, we had to figure out a way ourselves.